Alright, YouTube, David Harry here once again with some more stuff to do with the iPad Pro M1. Now, this video I think people should really take a lot of notice of because it is about screen protectors, right? Now, I would strongly recommend that the first thing someone does with any portable device that you can put a screen protector on, whether that's an iPad, whether it's a Samsung tablet, whether it's a phone, doesn't matter. You should always put a tempered glass screen protector on. Right, now I've had this for just over a day and I'm already late as far as I'm concerned with putting some protection on it. So immediately, as soon as you get anything like this, defo put protection on. So with that said, I've got these ESR screen protectors which have an applicator on them which help you guide the glass over. Now, I've already used these before on my older iPad Pro 2020 and I just had a fabulous experience with them. So I have got no doubt that it's going to be the same this time round. So let me just pop the camera over and let me get into this. Okay, so here's my iPad Pro M1. I'll just refer to this as iPad or something or M1 from here on in. Also, here is the box for the screen protectors. Now what I'm going to do is just move the iPad out the way a second. Now I'm not going to show you anything about the box, it's not exciting or anything. However, you can get these where it's just either the one screen protector or the two. I don't know if there's a version with more in, but I've got the one with two. Also as well, I think you can get like little kits off these ESR things as well, where you get the screen protector and also the lens protectors as well. I will be doing a video about the lens protectors. Anyway, let me show you what comes in this box. So this is the contents of the box. Now, let me just get this out first, because what this is the genius thing that makes this all worthwhile. What it is, this is like a little frame that you stick over your iPad and it guides in the tempered glass screen protector. So it goes on straight. This is awesome. I'll try and do a little close-up of this in a second. And here are the remaining contents of the box. And we have two identical cleaning kits, because don't forget we get two tempered glass screen protectors within this particular package. What we have here is a guide on how to use the applicator and how to put the glass on, but don't worry, because that's what I'll be doing, is showing you how to do that. And then also what we have here is an ESR little contact card and stuff, so let me get that out the way. And then the last thing in the little package here, let me hope I don't smack the camera doing this, is our two tempered glass screen protectors. Now let me just see if I can get a bit of a close-up here for you so you can see how this works. What it is, this is that frame or the guide that you use in order to line up the tempered glass. And as you can see, it's got like these little notches on. Well, all these little notches around the side of the frame here, these when you stick it over the iPad kind of clip on and keep it all really locked into place and dead steady. I will show you this shortly. And then the next important thing obviously is the cleaning kit, so we can clean the glass on the iPad. Now what I'm going to do here is just open this up and show you what's inside, but it's just the basic stuff that comes in these little cleaning kits, as you would get with any of these types of screen protectors and stuff. Now what I'm going to do here though is I'm going to do this slightly differently than I'd done my 2020. So I will clean the glass first, then I will put the frame thing over the iPad. I did it the other way around last time because I thought I might get thumbprints and smudges on it if I didn't do it that way. Anyways, what we've got here, we've got a cleaning cloth there, as we can see. Hopefully the camera's getting all this in focus. And then here are a couple of wet wipes as well. And also we have this dust removal sticker. Now I have to be honest, I don't like using these. I will, however, try it this time round. What these are designed to do are to take off any kind of extra bit of dust right at that last moment before you put the glass on. I normally have bother with these, but I will try it this time, because if I mess it up, I have actually got two bits of glass here. Okay, so I'm going to give the iPad a good going over here with this wet wipe. Now, there are two in each of these packages by the looks of it, so if you don't have enough kind of moisture on one of them, you've got the two there if you need it. However, I think I'm going to be fine for this. In fact, let me just switch the iPad off a second. That could get really annoying seeing all those things flipping all over the place. Okay, so what you need to do is like go right over everything on the screen here with a wet wipe and go right into the corners as well. In fact, I would probably say it's very important to get into the corners, because last time around I think I might have left a little bit of a grease mark in one of the corners, like off my fingerprint or something. Okay, so that's all on there solid. I've given that a really good going over. Now, the thing that I have to say here is that if you just left that on its own, it would kind of all dry out because it would evaporate, because it's got some form of, I think, alcohol-based cleaning fluid on it. However, what we're going to do now is just dry it off with the cloth that comes in the package. Okay, so let me give this a really good going over. Like I say, the last time I did this on my 2020, I did it the other way around. What I'd done, I put the applicator on first, and then I went over it with like all the cleaning stuff. And that was only because I thought I might have messed it up a bit if I did it the proper way. This, I think, is the proper way. Clean first, then put the applicator on. Also as well, I'm doing this deliberately in real time. I'm not kind of like jump cutting my way through this bit. And the reason is just because I want people to see, one, you know, how easy it really is, but two, you know, just how long it takes. And doesn't really take that long. I mean, to be honest, it'll be quicker for you because I'm trying to do a video at the same time as I'm doing this. Okay, now as far as I can see, that looks brilliant. So that's all nice and clean. So now what I'm going to do is get that frame thing, that applicator. Now what you need to do, just make sure that you've got it, the way around that you've got it is so that all these little like these bits here go down and click onto the iPad. So let me just throw this over. And when you do this as well, be careful now not to put your fingers back on the screen, because you will inevitably put some kind of like, you know, kind of grease on the screen and stuff. Even if you can't see it, it could get in the way of the application. So as we can see there, that's gone down really dead cool. So that's all great. So that's all nice and tight on. Now what I'm going to do is basically fumble my way through trying to put one of the glass protectors on. Now I'll show you it first, and then I might have to try and stay a bit quiet as I put it on. So with the protector, we have a little label in the corner, sorry, a little sticky thing in the corner. Now, if I just pull it back slightly, as we'll see, that starts pulling away some like, you know, film layer underneath. So what we need to do, that pulls down and we then go over the top of the iPad with it. Now also as well, we should be able to see there's a notch there in the tempered glass. We'll make sure that that notch is lined up with the edge where the cameras are as well, because what it is, that just like, it basically clears the cameras for you, so there's no glass in front of the cameras, so you can't like impede the cameras or any of the sensors and stuff, which is really cool, to be honest. Now before I do that, I am going to try this thing here. Okay, hold on. So it is this here, the dust removal sticker. Now, I'm fully convinced this is meant to be the last process you do before you put the glass on. But like I say, in the past, I tend to like get more marks back on the screen with them. I don't know if that's been the removal tool or whether it's been my fingers. I can't, you know, don't know. Right, so what I'm going to do is just like kind of pat down across the screen like this. And what it's doing here is just lifting off any excess bits of dust. So I would say just go around all the visible parts of the screen. You know, the black border bits, you probably don't really need to worry too much about those, because you wouldn't see anything on them anyway. Now, let me just say, I've probably gone all over that screen there, so hopefully that's it. That's done it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, as quickly as I can, because I'm in a bit of a dusty room, because I'm in a bedroom, I'm going to whip this off here and then try and get it on. So I'm going to try and get it, so I'll put that end down first and I'll try and leave it to self-level itself. So let me try this. This could all go wrong. Let's have a go. Hold on. So I'm kind of using the frame. Oh, I'm using the frame as a bit of leverage. Oh, let's see. Did I do something wrong there? I hope not. Right. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is try and let this start like settling on its own and then eventually I'll kind of let go with this end, and hopefully that bubble, or not bubble, but that, like, you know, the way it's moving up and clearing the air in front of it, hopefully that sorts itself out and levels itself out. Now at some point it might stop and I might need to kind of give it a little bit of a nudge. Let's just see. Okay, now that seems to have stopped there. There's like a line here where there's air on that side, but this side is all stuck down. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get that little cloth again. Now I'm just going to kind of gently push it forward slightly. All it is, it's just because the protector hasn't gone straight down. I mean, this is not a problem, I wouldn't have thought, you know what I mean? It's, you just spend a little bit of time and just kind of coax it forward like this. Okay, so this is now all moving forward nicely, and the good thing is it is not leaving any bubbles behind it. Okay, now I'm just going to make sure, it might be because this corner I didn't drop in properly, so let me just pop this down here. Ah, yeah, it was that. Okay, so that's now all seems to have filled in towards the edge there. Okay, let me just get all that on. Right, so I've now got a little bit of air, a bit of air bubble stuff towards the edge here. Right, now what I'm going to do is take the frame off and then just coax all this out towards the edges. What it is, I don't have any issues in the center here, so just give us a moment. And I am doing all this in real time just so you can see exactly what I'm doing, so I'm not going to try and like cherry pick a take or anything like that. Hold on, let me just get this off. Oh, could all go wrong again. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, great, that's settling itself right down. Right, so there's a couple of little bubbles here. Let me just push these out a bit. Right, there's one there. Now, let me see. That one there at the edge. Do you know what it is? I think I've got some dust under there. Hold on. Right, then there's one there. Right, what I'm going to do here is just go right around the edges again, make sure it's all good. Right, what it is, there's a bubble just here, but it looks like there's a piece of dust under it. Now, I don't know whether that's happened after, you know, because of the way I've done stuff and I've dropped it in, you know, probably when I was trying to clean it up and stuff, I've not noticed it because I'm in a rush. Well, not a rush, but I'm trying to do this video. Right, hold on a minute. Okay, so all of these others are now pushing the ways out to the edge. Okay, right, what it is, I wouldn't have a problem with any of the others on here, but this one here hasn't gone down. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pull this off. And what I will do, I will clean it, I will do everything, but I will fast forward this one. You'll see exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to do the exact same thing, but I will fast forward it and concentrate this time. I think you really do have to concentrate when you're doing these things. Okay, right, I'm just going to stop this a sec. Right, what it is, I'm still not convinced that either this is the right thing to do, or if it is, I definitely am not having any success doing this. I think I'm putting more muck on by using this. So what I'm going to do again, I'm fast forward back in a second. I'm just going to finish off again with the cloth and then just do the cloth. And then as soon as I'm happy with it, then I will put the screen protector on. Okay, right, so this has definitely gone on way better. Now, I don't know if we can actually see this. Hopefully, you should be able to see that. That looks great. I will put the screen on in a second. But I have to say right now, that was a bit messy before. Now, I've got a feeling it is that sticky thing that goes down. I'm not entirely convinced with them, so that's why I redone it again. And as you've seen, all I done at the end was just basically push those last bit of bubbles out towards the edge. That has gone on without any issues. There's no bubbles formed anywhere or anything like that. So as far as I'm concerned, this is ace. Now, let me just put the pad on here. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not going to translate that easily. Hold on, right there. I'm getting this all wrong. Hold on. Can't let anyone see the number that I'm putting in. That would be bad. Right. So I'll get as close as I can for focus. And what we should be able to see there is that that's perfect. I appreciate that these things don't translate so well on a video through the internet, you know, for me to show you how good this is. But seriously, that is solid. I absolutely love it. Okay, right, I'll leave it at that now, because obviously this video's turned into a bit of a marathon. This was only supposed to have been a 3 to 4 minute video. I don't want to know how long it's taken so far. So yes, it did mess up on the first go. You're clearly seeing that. And plus, you know, I could have easily have redone that and not shown it, but I did, just so people can see that, you know, there are potential problems with these things, even when you do put an applicator on it. And don't get me wrong, that applicator makes all the difference, and I would strongly recommend it above anything else. I have used tons of these types of things on pads and tablets and phones, and the best ones that I've ever used, or the most success I've ever had, have been with the ESR ones. These ones, they're awesome. Anyways, yes, I've overstayed my welcome well and truly with this one. There will be links in the description below, so where you can get these from. Also, as well, if you've liked the video, please give it a massive thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing to my channel and all the rest of it, clicking on the bell notification icon. And I'm doing a ton of stuff at the moment to do with the iPad Pro M1 and all the rest of it. So check out the other videos for peripherals and usage and stuff like that. I'm David Harry. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye now.